Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Adam Smith here in Coventry. The return of tournament boxing after a few months away. Excited to have it back, Adam?
You say here in Coventry. I was at university at Warwick, just down the road. So for me, it's like coming home. That was some years ago. It's a great area, the Midlands. It's fantastic that they've got the tournament show here. Back in the day, we had the likes of Dean Pithy and Richie Evert around this area, and Neil Simpson. Coventry has always been part of the country. I think that obviously the football, and it's always produced good fighters. So I'm pleased that we're back here. Very pleased we've got a tournament show. I nagged Ben. I said, it's been too long since Liverpool. We've got to get one. He's given me two. He's given me this one, and then the cruiserweights in Manchester in a few weeks' time. So fantastic. Good crop of lightweights. 6 unbeatens. Ryland Charlton, who we know well. Some fantastic fighters. Great chances for them, big platform. It's a cracking night, you know, eight of them going for the 40k, leaving nothing unturned, and providing us with, listen, if it can be half as good as Liverpool, we're going to have a fantastic night, and we'll get a bit of drumming as well, I think, so it's going to be good fun.
In terms of the fighters that we've got on the card, Ryland Charlton, you're able to say one of the more names that the casuals would know. Sean Cooper, another man that's got a lot of experience. Are they the favourites?
I'm not sure they're the favourites because they've got the experience, but you know, as we saw with Sean Mashadot in Liverpool, not necessarily experience is everything. I think sometimes you need a mixture. Maybe the enthusiastic youth as well, who just put it all on the line fight after fight, or maybe the ones like Corey Gibbs that utilise his skills and pace himself through the tournament, and his brother's got a real chance, you know, another England amateur international and very skillful too. So are you looking at someone who's you know, got the flashy substance, or are you looking at someone like your Charlton or maybe Otis, who hits hard as well from Nottingham? You've got to probably have a bit of everything in this tournament. A lot of patience as well, and got to keep calm, but not too calm, because of course the rounds and minutes can run away with you. But you've obviously got to, you know, eye on the fact that you could have 3 fights within a night. It's a tough mental and physical battle for all of them. And what I love about it, Josh, is that all 8 believe they're going to win. They're absolutely convinced that they will get their hand raised at the end, and most of them actually, although the money is obviously a huge amount and great for them and their families, most of them just want that prize of joining Boxer and being on Sky Sports, as you know, like Corey, is a possible sort of window to huge opportunities going forward. So it's fantastic that we're supporting the grassroots, you know, Ben's Boxer and Sky, and I cannot wait to get it on. It should be a thrilling night.
I know we're pushed for time, so I'll move on to something else. I mean, we've got so many fight nights going on this weekend, obviously in Telford with Frank Warren and up in the northwest with Matchroom. Do you welcome all the competition? It's a very crowded market at the moment. It's
very crowded, yeah. Conor Benn, our old friend, is in action on Saturday. It's a shame. I saw Frank Smith's great interview the other day saying that, look, you know, clashes are inevitable. It's nothing that we choose. Venues are very, very difficult to book, especially post-pandemic. And also scheduling. You know, there's a lot of sport on at the moment in April. It's not just the boxing. You know, as we close in on the end of the Premier League, we've got, you know, Formula One. We had the Masters at the weekend. So much is happening on just our channels. I was watching BT last night, the Champions League, and so yeah, look, there's always going to be clashes, unfortunately. But for me, the least amount, the better. I was, you know, tuning into DAZN and seeing Josh Warrington and getting the end of that. We all want to see fights live. Sometimes it's not possible. So, listen, it's great for the business. It's great for boxing. Fantastic for fans. Most importantly, for fighters who are getting out again. So, the opportunity for the novices on Saturday night here, but the opportunity for, you know, some of the more sort of established names as well in other parts of the country. So, it just shows how popular the sport is at the moment, and that's great.
You said off camera you're going to be down at Fury Whyte in just 10 days' time. I think maybe a few weeks ago we would have been a little unsure whether that will be going ahead, but it looks although we're 100% there now finally. We've seen a little bit from Dillian Whyte. It's a little bit of relief from yourself?
Yeah, I've actually spoken to both camps over the last couple of weeks. Dillian's been training really hard out in Portugal. He believes this is his fight, his moment, that he'll become the world heavyweight champion. He's been waiting some time. Obviously, we've had him on Sky for many years, and we've had some fantastic nights with Dillian, but this is the one that's been the elusive moment, hasn't it? Actually fighting for the world title, and to do it at Wembley Stadium against the man in Tyson Fury, it's great. And I think despite the build-up and the fact that he didn't show for the first press conference and there have been problems, I think that next week will be a real fight week, and hopefully we'll have a great fight at the end of it. And although it's on BT Sports box office, it's not our production. We'll be down there with the Sky Sports News cameras. It's a big fight, and then we'll wait to see what happens with the Usyk AJ rematch as well. So a couple of heavyweight blockbusters coming up in the next few months, and that's great for fight fans.
Certainly is. Danny spoke to David Hay yesterday, and he got the prediction that Dillian Whyte would be winning the fight. I mean, he seems to be picking against Fury every time he fights. Do you think that's a correct call? Or?
Listen, I think Dillian's got a chance, a real chance. He hits like a mule. He's very, very tough. He's very strong. This is possibly his moment. The trouble is that Tyson has looked fantastic, hasn't he, against Deontay Wilder in 3 fights in 3 different ways. He's undoubtedly the king of the heavyweights at the moment. Alexander Usyk might argue, but he's got his business to take care of with Joshua, and AJ's got the chance of becoming a 3-time champion later on in the summer. I think Tyson Fury is the rightful favourite going into this, but Dillian is a very, very live underdog, and I think he can make it very awkward and very dangerous for Tyson Fury as long as he's in there. So it might mean Fury might have to take him out. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Final fight, I'd like to get your thoughts on, obviously, Triple G getting a win a couple of weeks ago. The Canelo fight is the one that's on everybody's lips, the third fight between those two. Do you think that's something that we can see happen in the next 12 months or so?
That's what I've heard. I've heard that, Canelo fights in a few weeks' time, and then it's all goes well, it's Triple G next. So that's what I'm hearing. I'm not working with the parties at the moment, but I'm watching with interest. Love watching Canelo. Love watching Triple G, although he had his hairy moments the other night, and you wonder whether he's quite the fighter he once was. But look, he'll be up for Canelo, won't he? Everyone will be, and it'll be a fantastic fight if and when that happens.
100%. I think you've got to go, Adam, but thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
No problem, Josh. Cheers.